The Seattle, Oregon, Idaho, and Washington State Wine Awards are proud to highlight our stellar 2021 evaluation panel.
Hi, I'm Billo Naravane. I'm a winemaker and owner of Rasa Vineyards over in Walla Walla. I'm also a Master of Wine. I got the designation in 2017. I am very happy to be part of the Seattle Wine Awards. It's my first time judging, and I'm very excited to be a part of it.
Just like in years past, this year's tasting team features a world of experience, wine knowledge that is beyond compare, and expertise with Pacific Northwest varietals.
Washington and Pacific Northwest, we have this absolutely beautiful climate most years that we can ripen all the varieties to optimal ripeness, and within the context of the varieties, there are absolute perfect terroirs that can be a 100% match for that variety and land.
Over a 2-day evaluation process, the panel ends up tasting nearly 1,000 entries in a single blind format, along with Pacific Northwest cider and Perry.
It is really looking for the wines that are showing exquisite balance, great sense of place, the finesse and elegance. I think when all of those elements are in correct proportions, you have a wine that really, really stands out head and shoulders above the others. And that, to me, going through that process and finding the few that have that level of attributes, that I find quite challenging and interesting to do. Yeah.
Each member of the panel has different approaches to tasting, pacing, and palate cleanse, as well as favorite aspects of the evaluation process.
I generally focus on the aromatics and bouquet first. Then on my initial first sip of the wine, I'm really evaluating the dominant flavor characteristics that are in the wine. Are they appropriate for the variety? The intensity levels of those flavors. And then on my second sip of the wine, I'm evaluating the structural components and then really taking a strong look at the finish and the aftertaste and the overall complexity of the wine. And finally, the consideration is, does the wine deliver pleasure, and is it harmonious, and how exquisitely well balanced is the wine? Generally, I tend to go a little quicker. I rely on my first impressions. Roughly speaking, 2 minutes per wine or so is sufficient for me to fully evaluate it, both on the aromatic side and on the palate. And if I feel sometimes on the fence about something, I may come back to the glass later to see if my initial impressions were accurate. I want to give the wine the best fair chance that I can give it.
Cheers to great Pacific Northwest wine, Perry, and cider.